Hundreds of millions of pounds evaporate in minutes. Phones scream across the trading floor. Traders panic. January 1995. A trading screen in Singapore turns red. One trader stares at it, completely still. The market is falling fast. But one man doesn't move because he already knows the truth. This isn't just a bad trade. This is the moment an entire bank dies. And the man responsible is sitting right here.
February 1995. London wakes up to financial chaos. A bank older than the United States has collapsed overnight. A financial empire that survived wars, revolutions, and economic crises has just been wiped off the map. No cyber attack, no bomb, no global crash. Just one trader, one secret account, and one lie that spiraled out of control. His name was Nick Leeson, and in less than 3 years, he destroyed a banking dynasty. This is the story of how it happened.
Before the scandal, Nick Leeson was invisible. Born in a quiet, working-class suburb of London, he grew up far from the world of elite finance. No private schools, no wealthy family connections, just ambition. He entered banking through the back door, working in settlement offices where trades were processed and paperwork moved quietly behind the scenes. It was boring work, but Nick learned something important. The system had cracks. Banks were giant machines, and giant machines often ran on blind trust. In the early 1990s, he joined Barings Bank. At the time, Barings was legendary. The bank had financed governments and kings. Its history stretched back more than 2 centuries. Inside the bank's culture, there was one unspoken belief. Barings didn't fail. Barings conquered. Nick Leeson was just a small employee in that empire, but soon he would be sent somewhere that changed everything. Singapore's futures exchange was exploding with energy. Traders shouted across pits. Markets moved in seconds. Fortunes were made in minutes. Nick Leeson arrived as the head of a small trading operation. But something unusual happened. He was given 2 roles. He was both the trader and the supervisor checking the trades. In other words, the person making bets was also the person responsible for reporting them. It was a dangerous design, but no one questioned it. And at first, Nick looked brilliant. His early trades made money. Profits flowed back to London. Executives celebrated. Bonuses grew. Inside Barings, people began saying something quietly. Nick Leeson was a rising star, but in reality, the first crack had already appeared. One afternoon, a trade went wrong. The loss wasn't huge, just a mistake, but Nick didn't want London to see it, so he created a temporary solution. A small account meant to hide errors until they were corrected. The account number was simple: 8.8.8.8.8. At first, it was meant to be temporary, just a place to park a mistake. But markets are unpredictable. Another loss appeared, then another. Instead of admitting the problem, Nick used the account again and again. Slowly, the account became a black hole where losses disappeared from official reports. London saw profits. Nick saw the truth. The hole was growing. Pressure started to build. Nick knew the losses were real, but he also believed something dangerous. He believed he could fix it. All he needed was one good trade, one market rebound, one lucky break. So instead of slowing down, he doubled his bets. The positions became larger, riskier, more aggressive. Each time the market moved the wrong direction, the hidden account swallowed another loss. But London kept celebrating profits. Executives praised him. They sent more money to Singapore so he could trade even bigger. Nick Leeson had become something strange, a gambler inside a trusted institution, and the casino was the global financial market. Then nature intervened. January 1995. Japan was hit by one of the most devastating earthquakes in modern history. The Kobe earthquake shook the country to its core. Markets reacted instantly. Stocks plunged, futures collapsed. For most traders, it was just another bad day. But for Nick Leeson, it was catastrophic. His massive bets were positioned the wrong way. Every drop in the market multiplied the losses. Millions disappeared, then more, then even more. The hidden account exploded with damage. Nick faced a terrifying reality. The bank he worked for was now sitting on losses it didn't even know existed.
At this point, there was only one way out. Tell the truth, admit the losses, accept the consequences. But Nick couldn't do it. Fear took control. Instead, he made the most dangerous decision of all. He bet everything on a market recovery. If the market rebounded, the losses might disappear. If it didn't, the bank would collapse. The position became enormous. One man, one desk, holding risk large enough to destroy a centuries-old institution. And the market kept falling. Soon, the truth could no longer be hidden. Auditors started asking questions. Documents didn't match. Numbers looked strange. The secret account was discovered. Inside it, the losses were staggering. Barings Bank had been quietly drained of its capital. The institution that once financed empires was suddenly bankrupt. Within days, the bank collapsed. More than 2 centuries of financial history ended overnight, and the man responsible was already gone. Nick Leeson fled Singapore. Airports, hotel rooms, changing flights. For a brief moment, he was the most hunted banker in the world. Eventually, he was arrested in Germany. When investigators finally understood what had happened, the scale shocked the financial world. One trader, one hidden account, one chain reaction of decisions, and one of the most famous banking collapses in history. The collapse of Barings Bank changed finance forever. New risk rules were created. Stricter oversight followed. But the real lesson wasn't about markets. It was about human nature, greed, fear, and the dangerous belief that one more bet can fix everything. Because somewhere in the world right now, another trader is staring at a screen, hoping the market will turn around. And if it doesn't, history might repeat itself. Welcome to the Money Odyssey.